Alright, and we're back with another episode of this fantastic game. We just learned that Nemo and the headmaster Ambrose are not just together, but they're pretty intimate with each other. Ambrose is a vampire, and Nemo had allowed him to use some of his blood to supplement his daily intake. And of course, young Cecil, who doesn't know the ways of the world, has been accosted by the sight of Nemo nonchalantly letting Ambrose taking a little bit bite or a little drink really late at night. So, oh no. Really love how the story is turning out so far, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I suspect they're going to find Lucy very soon, and I suspect that maybe Lucy becomes a vampire as well. And Cecil has to figure out what to do with his precious, beautiful friend that he's so enamored with. I think he's going to have a real life situation where he can't really judge people based on the labels that the world give them. I rolled over and clasped my throbbing head until the room stopped spinning. Okay, maybe I had one too many drinks last night. Here. Ambrose walks over and hands me a glass of water. Good morning. I sit up in bed and take a few swallows. Good morning. He's in a good mood this morning. Doesn't usually get up this much earlier than me. My head's so groggy. Nothing to do but drink it off. No, that's not it. There's something nagging at me aside from this hangover, but what was it? Cecil. That little idiot got all scared when he saw Ambrose last night. I guess I did forget to mention he's a vampire. You should talk to him before breakfast. Oh, a little bit of mind reading? That's a little bit weird. It's your fault for making out on the couch. You said he was too comfy to go to bed. Get dressed and come on. Cecil, are you awake? Cecil. I'm up. Can I come in? Yes. I can hear the sound of light footsteps in the door unlocking. Oh, and I love that it's daytime. And they actually put in the effort to put the lighting here and how it's diffused. I really love that. I'm a bit surprised to seem fully dressed already. How late did I sleep in? So, how did you sleep? Okay. Pretty different sleeping in a bed that's not yours, isn't it? Yes. Are you ready for some breakfast? Why are you helping a vampire? I can tell already by the look in his eyes. Nothing I say will make sense to him. It's not that I can't explain myself eloquently enough or give a good enough case. It's not that he's too stubborn or stupid to understand. It's that his worldview can't encompass this yet. He was raised in a way so as to not understand vampires. As sheltered as he is, I'm sure the first vampires he ever saw in person were the ones that attacked him in that alley. Those eyes won't accept this yet. I had the same look when I was his age. Well, I shrug. Things happened. Things happened? Things just happened. I came to the university a couple of years ago when I heard there was a professor researching a cure to vampirism. While I was in town, I started working odd jobs. Most of them were on campus since I was already here. One thing led to another and what? And that's it. Oh, he's blushing a little bit. Oh, love it. far too young to understand. I still don't get why you're helping a vampire. Look, not every vampire is constantly bloodthirsty and ready to attack people on a whim. Most vampires are just snobby elites. You see how rich Ambrose is. A lot of vampires are the same way. He's not going to attack you like some hoodlum in a back alley. Now come on before breakfast gets cold. Go look for your friend after breakfast. Okay. Well, at least that perked him up. How did he sleep, Cecil? And now he's back to acting nervous. Okay. I don't have many guests over, I'm afraid, so I hope it wasn't too dusty in there. Today I have a board meeting followed by a couple of faculty meetings, so I won't be home until dinner. I wonder if we should swing by Scott's office today. Seemed so out of it yesterday. Maybe he's feeling better today. I don't like redundancies. The repetitive todays or the repetitive breakfasts. I just don't care for it. It's just a little thing I just don't care for. I probably have it in my work too, don't fret. I try to minimize those as much as I can unless it's like really significant to have like a redundancy. But it just irks me. I know it's technically correct, but there are other ways to describe it. I just hate it. It's just a little thing that I have. I just don't like it. Already told Cecil we search for his friend though. Why are you a vampire? Oh my god. You just don't ask people why they're a vampire. He has the same reaction like I did. I almost spit out my water. Well, it's a family tradition, and I wanted to. What do you know about vampires, Cecil? They need blood to live. They don't like harsh things. Oh, that's true. But it doesn't really paint the full picture of a vampire in your head, does it? Vampires are just an offshoot of humans. We're still humans, though some would rather call us enhanced humans. Our senses are heightened, so we don't like harsh things like a lot of sunlight or strong smells. That's why I carry a parasol. Being in the sun too long gives me a headache. Okay, I love how they're explaining their version of vampires. I really love that very much. I figured that every story in every universe is going to have their own spin on vampires. I would too. Not everyone is going to be just like Anne Rice or like Bram Stoker's, vampires. But I do like they took the time to like really explain some things. And I like that they're using Cecil as a vehicle for the readers or for the players to like explain the world to them. Because these two are like, they know this, by heart. So why would they like explain to each other? That would be very messy and also like pretty convoluted. Having it on, someone who's new to the whole experience, that totally makes sense. And it's well deserved, especially someone who's this young. We still need water and food. But we also need blood at least once a week. In exchange for needing blood, for needing a part of a regular human's life, we live longer than other humans. It's hard to say exactly how long, though, but I'll most likely live twice as long as Nemo here. Just had to word it like that to spite me, didn't ya? Of course, I'm still considered a new vampire. I only became a vampire for, 3 or so years ago, so I'm about a year older than Nemo. Okay, so Nemo's about like 23, he's 24, so he did this when he was 21. Okay, so like drinking age. Ah, but don't worry. I always have a few flasks of blood handy. Then what about last night? Lord, this child is even denser than I thought. Oh, and they're blushing too. They're blushing too. Well, let's just say we really, really, really like each other. As like friends. We're roommates. Forget about what adults do. I cannot get drunk on the couch again when we have company over. We could talk more later tonight when I'm done with work. Farewell. That's right. Right away and leave him with me. You're ready to walk around town some more? Yes! Okay, so that seems to satisfy Cecil. I honestly thought Cecil was going to continue on with the subject matter. Wow, I knew Luremberg had to be amazing, but I was expecting all of this. The university's beautiful. Every part of it feels like a piece of history, carefully maintained. The rest of town feels so cherished and cared for. It's not just a tourist destination. It's a place that people here enjoy. I can understand a little now why Mr. Ambrose likes it here so much, and why Nemo calls it his home. Mr. Ambrose reminds me of the campus, carefully composed, but not as intimidating as it looks. He seems really nice. But he's a vampire. Nemo still never told me why he's helping him. Is he giving him blood in exchange for money? Oh, goodness gracious. No, that can't be it. Nemo's as broke as they get. I think you're getting scammed by that guy. How so? You're giving him blood and you're still broke. You know, you're far more sheltered than I ever thought you were. What do you mean? Tell me, have you ever seen your parents kiss? Oh, what? Of course not. That's indecent. Victorian culture. Ever taken a fancy to someone? I like Lissy. I mean, like, really like someone. Love someone. I was just being vague to tease me. I like Lissy. Oh boy. He rubs his neck and shifts his weight uncomfortably. Look, when you really like someone, you love them. They're never far from your thoughts. They might not always be in your mind. They always come back. You might be walking in a market weeks away by train and see a trinket that reminds you of them and you smile. But when they're darn frustrating, you can't find it in yourself to hate them. You work things out together. That's how it is for Ambrose and I. Always thinking about someone. That's how I am with Lissy. But I think most of all, they're home. Now you're talking gibberish. Home isn't a building, you idiot. Home isn't a building? What does that mean? Of course home is a building. Nemo ruffles my hair, making it messier when I woke up this morning. Hey! Wait a few more years. Maybe by then you can wholeheartedly say you love someone. I hope that happens for you. It's one alleyway after another, one street molding into another, all leading to nothing. Nemo leads the way. It's not clear if he even knows where he's heading. We pass hundreds of people, each set on their own paths. What's wrong, mister? Nothing. Wait! Nemo's sudden stop on the road almost made me miss the person standing outside a shop several feet from us. It's Lissy's uncle. Oh, he's got a little scar on his face? Okay, cool. Maybe they're looking for Lucy because they realized she hadn't run away too. He's standing outside a bakery. He hasn't noticed us yet. Mr. Leyland. Now hold on. Mr. Leyland, it's me, Cecil. Yes, he noticed me. The tall, orderly gentleman strides our way and tips his hat. Standing next to Nemo, the pair look like complete opposites. Would he get in trouble if he suspects he's a runaway? Like he knew the kid. Just focus on the bridge of his nose. Don't stare at the scar. Annie said that's the utmost of rudeness. Of course, it'd be easier if he wasn't so tall. Well, this isn't interesting. How do you do, Cecil? Do you know where Lizzie is? No. You didn't leave with her? No. I came here to find her after I heard she vanished. That's rather troublesome. Here I was assuming she hadn't left on her own. I didn't find a record of her at any of the local inns either. Okay, so he thought the two of them will work together and be runaways. So the two families knew they're missing, and he's out looking. I do pray she hasn't been kidnapped. I let out a gasp. I won't let that happen. If I find her first, I'll come for you. I tug on Nemo's sleeve. We need to keep looking for her. Why does Nemo look so hurt? Does he get this way around even proper gentlemen? Then I must bid you a good day, Cecil. Nemo. Wait, he hasn't introduced Nemo at all. So he knew Nemo already. I must continue looking for her as well. Please telegraph this in, if you happen upon her. He hands me a slip of paper with fancy writing on it. I can't read it well. Come on, let's get going. There's still some areas we haven't looked at. Wait! Okay, they knew each other. I can barely keep up with his pace. His stride is already bigger than mine. But something seems to have sparked his determination. Wait, mister! What? Let me catch my breath. Why? Why are you so determined now? I remember there's people waiting for you to return home. If our uncle's already come out this way, then what about your family? Won't they be worried sick by now? Yes. Don't forget about them while you're searching for her. The two of us traverse back alleyways and regular streets for what feels like hours until we take a break. Nemo sighs and takes a long look around us. Come on, we done enough walking today. We have? I got a better idea for finding her, but first, let's head back. Oh, it's sad we only used that scene for such a short while. If Mr. Leyland came all the way out here, then we must have come to the same conclusion about Lucy. She really did run off chasing out vampires attacking people. I should have asked him why, though. Maybe if I could figure out why she'd be dead set on it. Potatoes, Cecil? Mr. Ambrose passes me a bowl of smashed potatoes. Smashed? Shouldn't it be mashed, not smashed? Maybe it's different back then. Oh, thank you. So, where are you from, Cecil? All I've heard is up north. I'm from Parahaven. It's really hilly where my house is, and there's a lot of other mansions going around it like Lissy's. There's trees and vineyards as far as you can see. I've seen so many nice places and people while coming here. There were some buildings that were taller than any I thought were possible, and we sailed on a big river. Do you leave home often, Cecil? Huh. A housecat gets out more than him. I spend a lot of time at home. I'm homeschooled, and I have to take my pills once every week or two. I wonder if the pills are like gems. And that's how he's protected. Pills? You're on medicine and you ran off from home? It's not like that. I took my dose before leaving. I feel fine. If you start feeling sick, we could take you to one of the doctors here. We have a fine medical staff. I think the pills are specially made by our doctor. Specially made? I'll be fine. I'm fine. Okay, so I think that's where we're getting his gift from. He's been ingesting small amounts of gems. And that's why his father, a jeweler, keeps importing gems. They're going into Nemo once a week. Oh my god. I once went 3 weeks without my pills before Annie made me take them. I was hiding out at a friend's house while she was looking for me. So you have other friends? Surely they're worried about Lucy and yourself too. They are. Probably. We're friends with other kids in town, but Lucy plays with me more often. She's only a kid too. And your parents home often? Of course not. They have to work. Of course. I glance over at Nemo, who's poking his string beans with his head leaning against his fist. Your vegetables are going to get cold if you keep staring at them, mister. You're the one to talk. Look at all the carrots you have left. Carrots are weird. Vegetables shouldn't be so bright and crunchy. They should be green. You're about ready to head out? Head out? Where are we going? To stake out a place and wait for the attacker, of course. Really? I'm ready whenever. Good. I think I have just the place in mind. Interlopers. Oh ho ho. Such an empty cathedral. It'd be perfect for tonight. The less people out, the better. Though maybe a scapegoat would be nice. Multiple attacks where no one get a good enough look at the attacker. No deaths. Are there multiple attackers? If there's multiple attackers, then that can make things harder in identifying them. It also answers how there's so many, but it's not answering why. This is making me seasick. Maybe it's a group of people? It keeps going back to why multiple people would be attacking strangers. None of the victims had anything in common other than being locals and out at night. No, I should be looking at the original motive. What caused this? The first attack was on a student walking home from a night class. Or is there something about her that set the vampire off? Was the vampire running low on blood and out of options? Or was it more methodical? I just saw something move in the courtyard over there. Let's head out then. Ooh, I love these paintings. Oh my god. I'm sure they have it on their store page where you could purchase a whole selection of their art and maybe the soundtrack and just have it as a wallpaper. Because this is incredible. I love the background scenes. The courtyard that was hosting a party just yesterday is now empty and bare, except for one couple. Ahoy! Good evening. Are they from out of town? The university's rather empty tonight. What brings you lot out? My! Is that any way to address a lady? Perhaps the kids should return home and think about their manners instead of prowling around the city at night. Yeah, it's an interesting choice of words. Let's go somewhere else. Cecil's too trusting. No, maybe it's not that he's too trusting. He just doesn't understand a lot of life's nuances yet. He's lived relatively alone his whole life, little to see of the outside world. Yes, that's why. That's why he doesn't follow his instincts properly. Ugh! The woman falls to the ground after her failed attempt to lunge at us. Her company, however, tries to make up for it. I don't know if these are the vampires we're looking for. By the way, they're looking for prey and needed to be stopped. Cecil, get back. The man makes a lunge for my red arm as I push Cecil back. Ugh! I barely manage to kick him away. Barely. The woman gets back on her feet and makes a dash for Cecil? Damn it. Blood art. Impalement. A hail of red spikes fall onto the woman from the sky. They glisten beautifully in the moonlight. Beautifully, but deadly. Cecil, are you okay? The spikes skewer the woman to the ground. Most appear to have hit her dress, but a few are definitely burrowed into her skin. Cecil looks away from the woman and is now transfixed on something else. I look up, meeting Cecil's gaze. Is this where we find Lucy? On such a bright night, vampires looking for easy prey weren't the only ones out lurking. Against that bright moon was Lucy. Lucy's a vampire! And also a vampire hunter? Okay, vampire hunter D. I love the introduction of Lucy. Lucy! Lucy's here, and she's okay. I don't know what those red spikes were, but Lucy's safe. Lucy, you're okay. Of course I am. Where were you about to let yourself get attacked? Why are you here? Huh? Who is she talking to? Nemo shrugs, though his face is darkened under the brim of his cap. You're the one at my home. I should be the one asking why you're here. If you wanted to come all the way out here just to see me, you should have telegraphed first. Why would I ever want to see you? Huh? Huh? They know each other? You shouldn't be out alone searching for criminals. Stay out of this and out of my way, Robin. Nemo and Robin? Robin? Lucy turns to leave. Wait, Lucy! Cecil, why are you here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help my best friend. What? I don't need any help. These vampires are dangerous. Don't assume you'll be fine on your own. She's only 12. How is she... I don't understand. Then let me come with you. Go home. I don't need help. Oh, that's heartbreaking. A group of guards are already cuffing the couple that Nemo stopped. They're most likely not the attacker we're looking for. What makes you say that? They're too conspicuous. None of the victims remember seeing a couple out. They were all alone. These guys are probably just copycats that wanted some free blood. Okay, so they arrest the vampires that don't really kill them. How does he know Lucy? Why was she so mad to see him? Lucy can be, what did Annie call it? Temperamental? Feisty? Insolent? Wow, Annie does not like Lucy. But I never seen her so angry. Let's head back for now. All this commotion will probably discourage any more attacks tonight. I nod. What does he do to make her so mad? The apartment is warm from the fireplace. Mr. Ambrose is reading by the fire with Leroy asleep on the rug. I'm worn out, but I can't go to sleep just yet. How did it go? We found a couple loitering about looking for some fresh blood, but not the actual culprits. The coppers took him in for questioning, but I doubt they find anything. Well, that's less two miscreants out there. What's wrong, Cecil?
Nemo, how do you know Lucy? Why was she so angry with you?
She's my little sister. She will be about 12, 13, if they're about the same age. So, he's what, 23? So he'll be 10 when she was born, so that's a huge gap between them. By the time he's ready to go out and do things, she would already hit like elementary age. So of course he would leave when she's already a kid, because he would be considered an adult by then, trying to make a name for himself. But going to the university, that makes sense.
Huh? But Lucy always said she's an only child, and you referred to your little sister in the past tense when you mentioned her before.
Look at how she acts at seeing me. Do you think she considers herself my little sister anymore?
Why is she acting like that?
Don't worry about it.
I will worry about it. As a friend, I want to know.
It's between the two of us, okay? I'm going to help send you home. I'm going to help send you both home before either of you get hurt.
Why won't you tell me?
If she never mentioned me, that she wants to move on. Just leave it at that.
What do I say to this? Lucy's never mentioned having siblings. It's undeniable they know each other. Why was she so mad at him, though? Why does she still consider him her brother?
How is he not understanding she's a vampire? She used a blood art in front of him. Get some sleep. It's been a long day. We'll look for her and the attacker some more tomorrow.
Okay. Nemo's a pickpocket. He said he works any kind of job he can get. He told me he was a deckhand as a kid. I even overheard him getting into an argument with Mr. Ambrose earlier when he tried to give him some pocket change. But Lucy's an aristocrat, and he says she's owed money. I only remember seeing her around town the past couple of years, but her uncle has lived in that estate for decades.
Is she living with her parents or with her uncle?
I don't understand it.
Oh, that makes sense. He did mention that his parents had died. His mother died in childbirth with him. But if she died in childbirth with him, how did he get a sister? Did he change the story where it's Lucy and like during her birth her mother had passed away, and then like a few years later her father did, their father? So either way, it totally makes sense that they're being raised by their uncle, and that's why he was able to call him Nemo. But he recognized he's Nemo. He didn't call him Robin.
I accepted everything he said up until this point. I got along with everything he said so far. Okay, most things. But why is this the thing he keeps from me? What's so different now? It's family business. I'm here for Lucy. If he did something to make her that mad. Can I still trust him? What were those weird red spikes tonight?
Finally, he's gonna think about that.
They were so pretty against the moonlight. But they hurt that woman. If Nima could do something like that, he would have done it before. Unless that's just something else he's keeping from me.
Would he recognize Lucy saying that out loud, though?
I can't stay here. I'm tired, but I just can't sleep with all of this.
Oh no, he's gonna get attacked.
I have to find someone who will actually talk to me.
Like who? Carnage, oh no. I'm gonna need more than that. Ambrose pours me some more bourbon. Besides us, the fire crackles on, its embers slowly losing strength. Lucy is here, throwing herself into danger like I was afraid of. Looks like she learned some attacks for self-defense, but that won't be enough for every encounter. Is that why their parents were giving him pills? To protect him from her? But wouldn't she react if she touches him? She's taken to becoming a vampire well. But I still don't want to see her be a vampire forever. Leyland was surprised that she wasn't with Cecil, so he has no damn idea where she is either. That means she's probably either in a hotel somewhere on her own or slumming it. Hotels would be suspicious of a child wanting a room alone. But some would probably turn a blind eye if she forked up enough money. I couldn't tell how dirty her clothes were, so I can't tell if she's been sleeping on the streets or not. Man, all she has to do is ask for help. Why didn't you tell Cecil more? I told him the truth. What is more there to tell? About her anger towards you. It's none of his business. I take a long drink. Besides, what can I say? He'll be here all night if I tried explaining everything, and even then he probably wouldn't believe it. Saw how long it took just to convince him not every vampire will attack people. Wait. Why does he have been so averse to vampires this whole time? Does he not know Lucy's a vampire? He looked so angry when I refused to tell him more about the two of us. But he doesn't even realize Lucy's keeping as much from him as I am. Because he loves her. Of course he would see her as an amazing person. Was Lucy hiding that she's a vampire from him? That's what I'm thinking. A kid acted like he'd never seen a vampire before. I think he acted a little differently knowing his best friend and her uncle are vampires. The uncle is a vampire too? And he's the only one who's not. If he wants to get mad at me, let him be. Lucy will have some things to answer for on her own. We'll catch the attacker. Prove it's not the vampire that killed her parents. Send the kids back home. Simple as that. They shouldn't be exposed to that kind of bloodshed. Ambrose rubs his nose. He knows. He knows that regardless how much time passes, I'll never forget that night. I'll never stop having nightmares about it. He can't imagine what it's like to be there. I dislike a lot of things about him. I dislike how he tries to sneak money in my pockets before I wake up. I dislike how he nags me about staying home in the apartment longer and to stop going on travels. The thing I hate, though, is that I'll never be able to understand. Is the fact that he's a vampire. Are you so confident the attacker on campus isn't the same one that killed her parents? Their parents? If you were there, you understand. This attacker just wants blood. Even the people left in critical condition weren't assaulted in a brutal sense. They were just roughed up for their blood. That thing, that night, didn't care about blood. It just wanted carnage. Oh, that night when his parents died. So he lied about how they died. It's so dark out here. Where's the university? Mr. Ambrose's apartment's right beside the campus. How did it get this turn around? There's too many weird noises. But I won't turn back. I come this far to find Lucy, and now we're under the same moonlight. I'll find her and help her with whatever it is ailing her. Kid, are you lost? I almost screamed. From a dark alleyway emerges a copper, horribly scaring me. I didn't even see him. Oh, so maybe not disguised as a guard, but disguised as a police officer. It's too dangerous for a kid to be out and about now. Have you heard of the vampire prowler? Yes, sir. But you see, my friend is out here too, and I have to find her. She's my age, and she's really long blonde hair. She's wearing a really pretty pink and cream dress. Your friend is missing. You should be wandering around alone looking for her. How about this? Why don't we head down to the station and see if anyone's reported seeing her? I don't know if this is the right thing to do. If he figures out I'm a runaway, he'll ship me home. But going with him would be probably safer than walking around on my own. So I might have reported seeing her too. So going to the police department might not be pointless. If he asks where I'm from, I'll give him Mr. Ambrose's address. All right. Thank you for your help, mister. Oh, great. This place, it's big. I don't know what to expect when you say police department. It feels like their entire city government is here. Even though it's got to be very early in the morning. Oh, sorry. This is not italicized. Even though it's got to be very early in the morning, the place is bustling. Several coppers and some guards from the campus pass us by as we walk through the lobby. Is it always like this? Or is it especially busy because of the attacks? Stay right here. I'm gonna go grab a lad who might know more. Wait, what was your name again? Cecil. I stuttered my name out, tempted to give a fake name instead, but my own tongue betrays me. A week ago, I would have been appalled at the idea of lying to a copper to his face. Of course he would. The man steps away quickly, briefly saying things to various other workers as he passes them. He's going to get a list of reports, right? Now the telegraph from home saying to turn in anyone who looks like me, right? If he's not back in 5 minutes, I'm leaving. Cecil? Huh? Cecil, you're here. I can't believe I finally found you. I can't believe you found me either. How did Annie find me? Thank you so much for your help, officer. I've been worried to death that something had happened to you. Don't run off again like that. Do you know how much trouble you put your parents through? Put me through? Oh, how dangerous a stunt this was. You could have been killed, or kidnapped, or hurt, or killed. And all for what? A little attention? You have me positively worried sick. I didn't think I'd make it out of bed every morning until Mr. Langland said he was taking a ferry to Laurenburg to search for little Lucy. I just knew you had to be here with her, and I was right. Annie can really talk the ear off a donkey, can't she? I'm glad to see you too, Annie. I didn't run away with Lizzie, though. I came here to find her. She ran away on her own. If she ran off a cliff, would you follow? Would you just see what's so fascinating about the other side, wouldn't you? And even left your medicine behind. I'm perfectly fine without it. She places her hand on my arm. Don't worry. It's all right now. You're safe, and we can go home. Your father will be waiting for you. It will be all right. You're safe with me now. Your parents will be so happy to see you home safely. Let's head back home.
Home? No. I don't want to go home.
Cecil.
I don't want to go home. I don't want to take any more pills. I don't want to see them again. I don't care where I'm going. Anywhere is better than there.
Huh? Cecil. Why did you leave? It's all right now. It will be all right.
Yes. Anywhere but there.
The music makes it sound like it's worse than what it really is about his home. He's still out cold. I was expecting to carry him back here, but at least he doesn't look hurt. I couldn't find any bite marks on his skin last night. Something rattled him terribly, though. Now, at least we know that Annie is not a vampire because she can't touch him. Ambrose eyes the door while sipping his coffee. I'll keep an eye on him. Are you going after Lucy? Looks like I have to. I doubt I can convince her to come here, but I should try to find her. She's alone, out there. And this kid won't stay put knowing she's so close. It's a terrible combination. He caresses my cheek with his hand. It'll be all right. You'll find Lucy. Both of them will be reunited, and we'll have a big supper tonight. I nod, but I'm unable to meet his optimistic eyes. Scott wasn't at his office yesterday, so I better stop by today to check on him. He's not slacking off, is he? What if Scott is a vampire? Is he assaulting people? I know research is important to him, but sometimes he takes it too far. His physical health slips way too often. What if his health is slipping because he wasn't taking blood? Scott? Come in. He certainly looks a lot better, though there's still bags under his eyes. Feeling all right, Scott? I'm better. What happened? Long nights. I might have tried a drink I concocted. Oh, come on. It was just a little something. I'm feeling much better now. My night classes are still canceled for the next week, but still. All I can do is shake my head and sigh. He's twice my age, maybe even more. But he has to be kept on such a tight leash. Okay, so he's in his 40s. After becoming a vampire as a young man, he's never regretted the decision as his wife has grown older than him and refuses to turn. So he is a vampire. Finding cure is all he can hope for. Okay, so he wants to revert. It's all we can hope for. Cesar was so distressed last night. What did he run into? He was mumbling something about not wanting to go back. Back to the way he came. Did he run into more vampires? Huh. Knowing his luck, he might have. Maybe he ran into some scary coppers who gave him a hard time for being out so late. Or did he run into someone from home? What happened to him? Good morning. Good morning. Where is she? Huh. You really think she'd come to me for help? The heat must really be getting to you. You still haven't found her, huh? Assume she hasn't forgotten how to live on the streets. I don't know if I should be proud or disappointed. Oh, so they were recent money, not old money. It's a safe assumption, then, that she really is looking for her parents' killer. Leyland's good eye gazes to the far-off horizon. The scar on his face from that night appears brighter than ever in the midday sun. That's most likely the case, yes. She's too stubborn to leave without an answer, or until the attacker is caught. If it's not the killer, then the cycle's going to continue every time vampire attacks pop up. Yes. I don't know how to give her that closure. The answers she seeks, they're beyond any of these attacks. Unless you know something. I already told you a lot everything. Oh, I already told you lot everything. Not a day goes by that I don't know, I don't think about that infernal night. That massacre. You were there, you should understand, but yet you let her become a vampire. If I knew who did it, we wouldn't be standing here. The people nearby start side-eyeing us. I shouldn't have worded it that way. I apologize. She may put on a tough act, but she's still a child. She's my only family left. So did he disown himself from Leyland? I don't want her to get hurt. And yet you let her become a damn vampire. The only thing I can do to help right now is to catch this attacker. I'll leave you to find this attacker. He tips his hat and walks off. Leyland doesn't want her out here either, but he doesn't want her alone out here. He mainly doesn't want her looking for the killer to begin with. Some things may be better left alone. Siblings. Where am I? Something warm pushes up against my leg. I sit up to see Leroy trying to get comfortable beside me. Oh, I'm in Mr. Ambrose's apartment. How did I get back here? What happened? I was out looking for Lucy. Then I ran into a copper. Then Annie. Annie was there. She's in Laurenburg looking for me. I can't let her take me home. Not yet. Are you up, Cecil? I'm up. What time is it? I hope you had enough rest. You slept half the day away. Huh? Sure enough, the sun is high in the sky, beating down on the streets below. How did I get here? After you left, Nemo went looking for you, and said he came across you in a panic. You were out cold by the time he brought you back here. Do you remember what you were doing? I just wanted to get far away as I could from where I was. I don't remember where I was running. I just remember running. I'm sorry. You caused quite a stir, you know. Please don't run away again. We want to help. Nemo's still out. He went looking for your friend. It's the weekend, so I don't have too much work to do. But you're free to stay here and wait on him, or walk around campus with me. Waiting on Nemo might take all day. But if I go with Mr. Ambrose, we might find or see something. He's a vampire, but I'll go with you. That's all right. That's fine. He knows his way around the place so well. I can't imagine how many times he walked through these halls. He's the founder of this university. I will be surprised if he doesn't know. And to think of it, I don't know. I don't really know a lot about him. Mister? Him? How old is this place? It's your family's university, right? It is. Oh, he's not the founder. But it's in his family. Okay, never mind. It's been part of our family for centuries, ever since one of my ancestors had been built. I've lived my entire life here.
On campus? Or in your apartment?
No. He places a hand on the wall. Here.
Here? You mean this building?
Yes. This was my childhood home. But after my father passed away a few years ago, I moved out. I let them turn into a faculty and classroom building for the university and moved into that apartment suite. Not too long after that, I met Nemo.
It's hard to imagine this place being a home with all the people walking through it right now. Why would you move out of somewhere so big and fancy?
He laughs to himself. I have a lot of good memories here. Seeing my father come home every night, playing with our dogs, reading by the fireplace on a rocking chair. But it's too big for one person. Even big places can become claustrophobic. So I thought it best to let it be repurposed.
Good memories.
Mr. Ambrose makes small talk with the gentleman that approaches him. I look around the area some more, not straying too far.
It's his childhood home. He's fine with letting it go? Letting other people use it? There are so many people here now, so many offices and classrooms. But it was his.
A group of students walk by, eagerly chatting about something from their class.
It's hard to picture moving from somewhere you spent your entire life. But to do so after a parent passed, would I be able to do that? No. Mr. Ambrose said his father came home every night. What would that be like? What would it be like to lose that?
Cecil. He waves me over and we continue walking.
What's it like, being a vampire? Oh, wait, do the people here know you're a vampire?
Of course they do. It's something you could hide, but it's much more commonplace around aristocrats to be open about it. Only been one for about 3 years now. It's nice, I suppose.
Suppose?
To be honest, I haven't noticed many changes aside from wanting blood and having better senses. I'm still young, so it's hard to notice my aging slowing down. When I get older, it'll be easier to notice. A lot of vampires turned when they were younger. It's not a choice you can undo, though. I can't understand why Leyland let her turn at such a young age. Yeah, that's really weird. Though I suspect that vampires in this world do age. So at least she'll age at a slower rate. So it's not as bad as being eternally young at 12. He must have been desperate to hold on to the last bit of his family. But, I mean, it must be so tragic. If she had.
Lizzie. Lizzie's a vampire?
Okay, honestly, if he hasn't noticed by now, he needs to know. You really didn't know, did you? Both her and her uncle are vampires. For what I've heard, she turned into a vampire after parting from Nemo.
She's a vampire, but she acts so normal. I've never seen her drink blood or... Well, I guess that's it. Why is she a vampire?
That is something you'll have to ask her.
She turned into a vampire. How do you become a vampire?
Mr. Ambrose lets out a surprised cough. He looks around at the people nearby. They're all several feet away from us in their own conversations. It's a bit graphic to explain, but I'll try. When a vampire sucks blood from a human, they're not draining them completely. They're only drinking a portion of the person's entire blood supply. Okay, so this is going back to the original fables, or at least like Anne Rice. However, there's a sweet spot in between draining a person completely of blood and almost draining them that would turn a person into a vampire. It's dangerous.
But people can be born as vampires instead, right?
No. A vampire has to be created from a living human. Two vampires having a child will just have a human child.
So, Lucy fully chose this. She wasn't born a vampire. It was her decision. Lucy,
Hold it. Don't walk off when I'm asking questions.
And I'm done entertaining questions. Good day. Lucy!
Huh? What seems to be the problem here? There's a child running around on her own. You guards can leave her to me.
Okay, so she came here on her own.
Where do you think you're going? Trying to fix all your problems on your own?
I'm more than capable of making it by myself. But you don't have to. Let me help. If it weren't for him, the tree would have gone cold, so I don't need anyone's help.
If it weren't for him, you'd be dead. All this commotion has made quite a few heads turn our way, and even more people coming to see what the fuss is about.
Say so.
So this is where you ran to. As Annie rounds the corner, Lucy grabs my wrist with her delicate gloved hand and starts running. Wait.
Lucy, just save it for now.
She pulls me into an empty area and lets go of my arm. She's not affected by him. Okay.
Lucy.
A moment passes before we're both able to catch our breaths.
Lucy, I'm so glad you're okay. Meanwhile, you seem to be getting caught at every turn. Yeah. Why are you with him? With Nemo? I happened upon him while traveling south. He offered to help me reach Larenberg. He's helped me get this far. I'll still be stuck way up north if it weren't for him. Is he really your brother? Yes. And no. What kind of answer is that?
She takes off her gloves and plops down on the floor.
Sit down. I'm from the house of Fleur. My father was a successful businessman, just like his father before him and so on. 10 years ago, my family was having a frolic on our boat. The boat wasn't near shore, it was late at night. A vampire boarded the boat, killed almost everyone on board, including the crew. My parents as well. That's horrible. That's terrible to hear. The way she's describing it, it's so dispassionate. Blood. Her eyes have such an indifferent look to them. Nemo was just a deckhand on board. He found me and fled the boat with me before the attacker could reach us. We're not related by blood. Nemo happened to find me before he fled.
Okay, interesting.
I was too young to remember anything about it. After that, he raised me as his little sister, but didn't tell me about that night. I don't know what to say. It's hard to believe, and yet, a decade ago, she was about 3 years old. A decade ago, Nemo would have been around 13 years old.
Oh, I did my math wrong. Whoops.
He was our age. He was working for a living with no family. So all the adults around him being murdered by a vampire. I don't know what if I do that happened to me today. So, you hate him because he took you? He lied. He told me my parents died of diseases. He kept it from me for almost 8 years. My uncle found out I was still alive and found me. He was the only one willing to tell me the truth. Her voice falters as her words become quieter. I have to find the attacker. That's the whole reason I became a vampire. I grabbed her hand to try to reassure her. Ow! That didn't make... Oh, bare hand. If she was grabbing his arm, it was a piece of clothing. But if it was his bare hand, they would react. Okay, so bare skin contact. That green light again. I forgot all about it. Why would it come back when I touch Lucy, though? I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. She slips her gloves back on and stands up, not meeting my eyes. I need to find where I'm going to scout tonight. I'm coming with you. We'll catch the criminal together, I promise. You shouldn't make such childish promises, Cecil. It'll be all right. Don't worry. It'll be fine now. Alrighty. We're going to end that here. Thank you all so much for watching. This is getting good. I really like this. Don't like that, it's a couple of kids on their own doing stuff, but, what can you do during that time period? I can't wait to see what happens next. Let me know what you think. This is cool. I love it so much. But I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.